Good afternoon, everybody. John Bonham here, Cape Cod Wet Shaving. How's it going? Another day, another shave. I'm going to be doing a review of a straight razor today. And my set of choice, Vanilla Sandalwood from Stirling. And my coffee of the day is almond cream, toasted almond cream by Merluz. So, stay tuned. Can't wait. Hey guys, how's it going? Switch the format up again. Let me know in the comments if you like it. Did a little prequel or whatever they're called, like right before the credits roll, you know what I mean? Alright, so I am excited. So a lot of y'all have seen me use the Solomon straight razor from Naked Armor before. A lot of y'all don't know Naked Armor, which I was surprised at because I see them everywhere. So the Solomon straight razor, I'm a huge fan of. It's beautiful. Blade's a little bigger than I'm used to. I like a 5/8 right down the middle, you know, the sweet spot there. This one is a 7/8, tapers down to a 5/8 on the heel. So it's a little bigger. The Solomon's heavy, very heavy razor. A lot of people don't like it because of the heaviness. I personally like it. Add some heft to it. This is light. This is mahogany wood scales. This isn't brass. This is gold copper right here. Very pretty. Came well oiled. Very nice razor. The lightness, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get used to that. That's not a no. That's a personal preference. Just my opinion. A lot of people would prefer the lighter straight razors. A lot of people's complaint about the Solomon was the heaviness, and I like the heaviness. So. First time I've used this, Naked Armor did send me this to review it. I'm not being paid to review it, but they did send me this. They asked me if I wanted an item to review. I just said, is there anything that you know, is on the top of your list? And they said this. So I said, yeah, sure. I'd be delighted, honored. Here we are. So let me go ahead and I'm going to pause the video. Got all my stuff set up. I think I'm going to lather, get that done to save some time. But I will be using Stirling across the board, aftershave, balm, post-shave, splash, all that, even their brush, the Fan Badger. So, all right, stick around, guys. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm using the Winding Pine Pottery prototype bowl. Forgot to mention that too. Go ahead and lather up here. Good old Stirling. You can get the Vanilla Sandalwood at the Razor Company also for, I think it's $14.50. I'll throw that in the description. Remember, if you put in Cape John at checkout at Razor Company, I get 10% of that, whatever you grab. So I would be much obliged. You always feel it in your heart to think of me next time you're at Razor Company getting some goodies. I think the soap is all that Jason had left. I went and looked, if memory serves me correctly. And also, if you go to nakedarmor.com/Cape Cod Wet Shaving, or put in Cape Cod Wet Shaving at checkout, you get 10% off. Oh, I'm sorry, 15% off. 15% off. Naked Armor. 10 or 15, I should know that. All right. So, stopped it myself. One thing, a lot of people are nitpicky, and I've said this before, a lot of people are nitpicky about sharpened and shave ready out of the box. I really, and a lot of people might get pissed at me for this, but once you get an edge, that edge, if it just sits there, it changes at a molecular level. So that edge does change, especially when it's rattling around in a box in the mail, temperature fluctuations, if it's hot, if it's cold, back and forth, that edge is going to change. So I would rather they obviously have made a concerted effort. Now this one was ready. It was a little bit dull, but not horrible. I've ordered razors that I had to hone them. In fact, once no pun intended, once I honed in on a company that did that, I ordered their razors just to practice my honing skills on them. I still have 2 to this day. I'm not going to name names. But these come ready and really well oiled, displayed very well out of the box. I'm probably going to do a separate video focusing only on this, the presentation of it, everything. So, all right, here we go. Move that out of the way. And there's something to be said about a guy that drags a sharp piece of metal across his skin to shave. Whoopsie daisy. Try to stay in frame a little better. A friend of mine said it perfectly. It's a threshold to cross over that's nerve-wracking, to say the least. But once you cross it, man, it feels good. It's a nice accomplishment. I mean, imagine this is the only way to shave. You did it this way, or you didn't do it at all. Got a couple of hairs there that grow up higher on that side than the other. Switch hands. So these are 59 to 61 HRC on the hardness scale. Now the hardness scale I'm really learning about on my own here. But in a rough nutshell, there's HRA, HRB, HRC. Like HRB is for softer metals, like lead, copper, I believe is on there. I don't think aluminum is. I think aluminum is, oddly enough, on a different scale. But 59 to 61 is what you want for carbon steel. I believe it's like 59 to 65 is the recommended one for straight razors. I had said in a previous video I thought these were Chinese steel. They're not. This is Japanese steel, which I think does make a difference in quality. Gold razors are Chinese steel. They're not bad, but you can tell the difference between that and higher quality. So, checked out their frequently asked questions list, which I'm glad I did, because 2 of the questions I had were, what kind of steel is it? And I thought this was a 6/8. This is actually 7/8. 5/8 to 7/8. Again, I prefer smaller 5/8, but it's not terrible. I like the unique design of it. Naked Armor has some very beautiful razors. This one's very pretty. Very light compared to the Solomon. The Solomon's heavy. It definitely has some heft to it. Hey Josh, White Crow. He told me that he thinks that I should shave off the beard, keep the mustache. And that actually got me curious. I think I might do that, man. Because it's a hell of a lot easier to grow back a beard than it is this mustache. This mustache, you gotta like comb it out and style it as it's growing out to get the hairs to do what you want. Which I didn't know until it was halfway grown out. But that's definitely a good idea. I think I might take you up on that, man. All right. Gonna do the pinch, go against the grain. It's very nice of Laura, who is the social media aspect of Naked Armor, to send me this. She's very nice. Their customer service is awesome. Sometimes they'll get back to you very quickly. Sometimes it might take a few hours. It's always same day. They're based out of California as well. And the price point for this razor is $95. If you're just starting out, that's going to seem steep to you. Won't lie to you. But by no means is that ridiculously expensive or a deal breaker. As you wet shavers out there well know. Because my Tears Izzard was like $230 for walnut. And that's really kind of moderate. You know, the Ralph House out there break 300 easy, 400 some of them. Once you start getting into animal horn scales and things of that nature, you're going to be getting buku price tags attached to those. So, $95 is not bad. Now, what I like about the Naked Armors, me personally, is I think they're good for either starting out or for just if you like wet shaving. It took me a long time to get a Solomon, and I had my eye on it for the longest time, and I ended up not doing it because I was afraid just of the quality of it. I'd seen some people's reviews complaining about stuff, and then that was when I was first starting out wet shaving, and some of those reviews, people just didn't know what they were doing. Like one guy posted a picture and said, man, mine started to rust. Well, yeah, it's carbon steel. If anyone's watching this and you're new to wet shaving, you'll notice I'm swiping the blade. I'm not rinsing it. It is an ironic thing to have a tool that you use for a craft where it stays wet nonstop, and you can't have it wet. So I think I'll just about do it. I got a couple touch-up spots here. Sorry. All right. Not bad. It's a cute little razor. That's mahogany, this wood. I don't know. I think I mentioned that. It's not bad at all. It's a very beautiful razor. Very unique. Really like the green. Seems pretty well made. And you can tell it's more modern. I mean, they got the hexanut for the hinge pin, which is fine. If you're going for a old-timey aesthetic, I mean, that's the only thing that'll show you that it's a modern day razor. But that's not a deal breaker for me at all. And then you got the old school scale pins right there. So if you're thinking about getting one, I'll put everything in the description. Definitely give them a shot. I'm very surprised that a lot of people don't know the company. I actually really like their stuff. Their synthetic brush, I'm not a synthetic brush fan, and they have an awesome synthetic brush because it's so close to real boar or badger hair. It's a little stiff, in my opinion, to be considered synthetic badger, so I'm going to say it's synthetic boar. It's a little stiff, but it's really nice. It's a great brush. So, go give them a shot. Check them out, see what they got. I like their pucks too. But alright. So that was a nice little shave. I am going to rinse my face. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Alright. So, very cool. Nice shave. Little red there, that's a pimple. What can you do? That actually ended up a lot better than I thought it would. I knew it was there, but there we go. Not terrible. And I mean that literally as it wasn't bad at all. So, I know I missed Stirling week. Hello, Ben. Sorry about that. At the soap thing. He did a Stirling week thing on YouTube, and he told me about it, and I completely forgot about it and missed it. But I might try to do something similar. I might do a McDuff's week, because tomorrow Sean at McDuff's is releasing Rose Gold or Gold Rose and Spring Cabin, his spring seasonal. And then beginning of June, Gareth at Shave Supply, hello Gareth, and Sean have collaborated on a Shave Supply only release called Black Rock. So I'm very psyched, very stoked for McDuff's new releases, because I have all of his stuff. It's one of my favorite artisans, if not the favorite right now. I know I still got a few out there I gotta try, but McDuff's right now holds a special place in my heart. Man, that smells like butterscotch. The balm for this stuff smells like Werther's or something. Man, that smells good. Their vanilla sandalwood is very yummy. All their stuff's yummy. Stirling, but still. Oh. Smacked myself too hard, I think. But alright, guys. Just gonna about do it. Still went longer than I meant for it to, like always, but that's fine. So, the Naked Armor Erec, $95. I think it's worth it, especially if you want a starter razor, or if you know someone who needs a starter razor if they're getting into the hobby, because you obviously don't want something that's too cheap. You know, there's some straight razors out there, unfortunately, and I didn't know any better when I was first starting out either, but a lot of people don't know. Just because they make the the picture look pretty, you just bought yourself a letter opener or something to help you wrap gifts during Christmas. You know what I mean? A tape cutter. So, the Naked Armor people did their research. They came out with some really good straight razors. They have a safety razor I'm going to try. Not the Solomon. I forget what it's called. It's sandalwood handle. Beautiful. But we shall see. All right. That's about it. And thank you for everyone who watched. I really appreciate it. Happy shaving, everybody. Until next time, take it easy.